Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Now, we have a full studio, which is how I love it. We've got Heidi, who's raised over 24,000 pounds, which is even more. 24,000 pounds for Alzheimer's because of her uncle. You're in the middle of walking how many miles, Heidi? How many miles?
215.
215 miles. Heidi's dad, David, is still here. Kellen Jones is still here. Phenomenal actor and movie star. And very kindly, you said that you would take Heidi at one stage onto a movie set so you can see how it all happens. Heidi's mum's here, but we're not talking to her. She doesn't want to be on microphone, but it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. But also, we have a New Yorker.
A New Yorker, me?
We have me. You. Mark Janicello, welcome. You're here to talk all about Tony Finelli.
That's true. The Finelli. You want me to talk New York, or do you want me to talk normal? Or I could be very posh.
No, we'd
on
love
the BBC, love.
No.
We've got to have a proper RP.
No, not at all.
No?
Not at all.
New York, go New York.
So,
Right.
we're going full New York. So
Right.
you are going to be singing live, and
Yes.
Heidi, who's 9 years old, loves music. So this is a special moment for her and for us as well. So, Mark, you're an actor. You come from New York, from Brooklyn. I mean, it's just a great place. We were all talking New York, weren't we, Kellen?
Yeah,
It's
100%.
true.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we're like roaches. We're in every corner. People from New York. I'm kidding.
No, but they're fab. It's
a
just
magic place.
It is.
Yes,
The
it is.
energy in New York is like nowhere else on
Except
earth.
Hong Kong. Hong Kong also has that kind of crazy energy. Everybody's trying to be something more than what they are right now. And that's,
I see. I think New York beats it.
Well, okay.
Give me
I'm not going to
Cat's
argue with
Deli,
you.
give me the steam coming out the drains, give me the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah,
It's
the
true. And the
accent.
smells.
And could you say this word for me? Because it's my favorite. Drinking the COFFEE.
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 Why, you want coffee and talk?
Coffee.
That's what the show's all about. Coffee and talk.
See, Kellen, you're an actor. You can do it.
Well, I wouldn't embarrass myself here.
No, you're just such a good...
Because I'm a real New Yorker.
You're
You know
a real
what?
New
It's like when I
Yorker.
try to do proper British, everyone's like, yeah, I don't think so.
So tell us all about Tony Finelli, please.
Well, the Finellis Musical is a lightly autobiographical show. It's based on my life story. It's about an American singer who goes to prison for 15 years, even though he's innocent. Otherwise, the mafia is going to kill his family. When he comes out of prison, and
That's not your life story, though.
Well, it is my life story, but it's like an analogy for other kind of wild things that happened in my life.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Have you been in prison because of the mafia?
Well, do you want to have the real story? No.
It's a family show?
It's a family show, yes. I was the poster boy for Scientology. And
Yes,
I got in the crosshairs of the German CIA, called the Verfassungsschutz. So I got caught between the German CIA and the Scientology organization. I was blacklisted for 16 years. I lost millions of dollars in contracts, 9 record deals, and I didn't audition for 7 years. I went from making $60,000 a month playing Elvis to nothing overnight. And so Tony Finelli's 15 years in prison are an analogy for my years being in the sect. And when I got out, it took me 4.5 years to handle all the legal fallout of my associate. I didn't get out. I wasn't in prison when I got out of Scientology. Duh. So, I am New York. I got residence where my brain is supposed to be.
I knew the Scientology part of your life.
That's the prison analogy, because I was basically stopped from doing everything. I was arrested. I had to have police protection, death threats. My phone was tapped. My mail was opened. And I survived what would have killed most people. And so Tony Finelli, like Mark Janicello, is a survivor. He's a guy that no matter what life throws at him, he stands up again and again and again. He comes out of prison after 15 years, finds out his wife has divorced him. His children hardly remember him. He's got no career. And to win back his family and rebuild his career, he works as the janitor in his own mansion, which is now an Airbnb. So it's sort of like Goodfellas meets Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh,
That's the pitch.
That's the pitch, and you got me there.
I got you there. You want me to sing now or what?
Absolutely. So talk us through this song.
This song is the proverbial 11 o'clock number. At the end of the second act, Tony and his ex-wife, Tina, he's been trying to reconcile with her the whole time. And she just says to him, nobody wants to see a 53-year-old washed up convicted felon sing, "You're nothing, you're no one." And this is the song he sings after that scene.
Okay, thank you very much. Wow.
You're nothing, you're no one, that's all I ever heard. I wondered, will it ever change? Stop signs and red lights, frozen in my place. No movement, everything was strange. Running in circles, year after year, no exit. But who was to blame? I looked in the mirror, fingers point at me. The dawn's come, time to change this game. And now it's time I say to you that here I am, the same man that I used to be. I'm on my escape, you see, I have set me free. I am the same man that I used to be. Now everything was changed for me. Yes, here I am again. You should see all of your faces in here. It's kind of amazing. Nothing and no one can stop me tonight. It's over, the stars are shining bright, moving forever into the light. No worries, I have won this fight, and when this time I say to you that here I am, the same man that I used to be. Now everything has changed for me, and yes, I've paid the price and the pain. Finally on my way, I am here to stay forever. I was down, but I stood today. My fears are locked away, so listen when I say, here I am, the same man that I used to be. I'm on my escape, you see, and I've set me free. I am the same man that I used to be. Now everything has changed for me. Yes, here I am again. I tell you, here I am again. Here I am again.
Wow!
Thank you.
Bravo!
Well
incredible.
done.
That's hard to do sitting down.
No, that was incredible. Heidi, have you ever been that close to somebody singing something like that?
No.
I'm sorry, love.
No. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Thank you so much, Mark. And so people can see the Finellis Musical.
Yes.
That's what it's called, isn't it? That's the title of it. At Wonderville from the 3rd of June to the 16th of June. And,
Exactly.
And tickets are available?
On Fever, on Today Ticks, and you can just look up the Finellis.com. And we're right on Haymarket, 2 minutes from Piccadilly Circus.
Wonderful.
So right in the middle of the West End. It's really a dream come true for me to be performing in the West End, in London, in my own show.
That is fantastic. Feverup.com. And also to have gone through everything that you've gone through. I know we're skimming around the outside of it, which is the sort of safest place to be. Everything that you've gone through. I know there are certain things you can't talk about, and now
I can talk about everything. Now, I don't care anymore.
Oh, that's interesting.
When I wrote my book, I wrote a book called Naked in the Spotlight, which was sort of the jumping off point for the Finellis. I was very cautious at that point because it takes you quite a while once you leave a sect like that to get their mind controlled. There's another word I would normally use, except we have an underage guest here.
It's also
the rewiring of the piano.
The rewiring of the piano took a couple of years. Yeah. And of course, it was a tremendous emotional thing to realize I put my life on the line for a group of people who didn't care about me. They didn't care what happened to my family, what happened to my children, what happened to my career. And to be that wrong in your decision making, I stood up for basic human rights, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. That's all I did. I never made advertisement for Scientology. But because in the late 90s, in being a Scientologist in German-speaking Europe, I was famous in Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. I had the full power of the German government come against me. And I still stand by my thoughts for basic human rights. I'm proud of those things. I just did it for the wrong group.
Thank you, Mark, for coming in. Thank you for singing live as well.
Thank you very much.
I hope it goes wonderfully well. If you'd like to get tickets, they're available from feverup.com. And, of course, the Finellis Musical, as you said, it's all over the internet. So thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.